every day that suffer identity theft. And you know whose job it is to repair your situation when your identity is stolen? Yours. And do you know who pays for it? You do. And how much junk mail do we get on a regular basis that we need to be able to protect ourselves from? Because people make it their business to go through trash. And don't think that a trash bag is going to stop someone. Or there are people called dumpster divers who jump into dumpsters and rip bags open looking for little bits and pieces of information to piece together your identity so they can steal it. And that includes packages and shipments that come to your home. This is a system called Guard Your ID. It's a set of 3 and a variety set with rainbow titanium blade in the middle cutter. This will work on matte and glossy paper, so that means magazines and also catalogs. And it will take care of all those things with one swipe. It creates wonderful hieroglyphics that will take all of your personal information and make it impossible to decipher. Diana Seastead is joining us live via Skype to tell us more about Guard Your ID and why this is so important. Diana, every single day of my life I use your product. This is awesome.
Yeah, it's really something that everybody should be using. I use it every day as well. As soon as I open up the mail, I take my Guard Your ID. Anything with junk mail, I just swipe out my name and address. So this is a great set because you're getting 3 of our most popular pieces. You're getting the one with the letter opener built into the lid. So 2 of them are wide. One is our original size. But what they all have in common are these are those hieroglyphics that you were talking about. This is a blown up version of what we're actually rolling over our personal information so that nobody can get to it. So I can show you on some things over here how simple it is, because it just takes one swipe and it really takes seconds. So it's like, why not? Don't make it easy for the criminals. You know, if you take a check and deposit it with your phone, what do you do with the check? You can swipe it out. If there was something with your signature on it, just one swipe. And look, no matter how close the camera gets to that, you cannot read through because of those Guard Your ID characters. We just went through tax season. Maybe you have some old tax forms you want to get rid of, or a pay stub that has your social security number. Get a lot of medical things that have social security numbers, payment information on it. So just be safe about it. And all you do is just swipe out that information one time. You can see that there were words and numbers under here, but no matter how close you get to it, and even if I flip it around, there's no way to read what was on there. So now you can take this, safely dispose of it. No, those dumpster divers aren't going to get a hold of things, like your prescription bottles. And this shows you too that shiny label. Yeah, trying to pick these off is almost impossible, but with one simple swipe, now all that information is safe.
Now, you're getting 3 Guard Your ID swipers in this pack-up. One has the titanium blade, and that has 1,000 swipes. Is that right?
Correct, yes.
And then you get an equal size, non-bladed Guard Your ID that has 1,000 swipes. And you have a smaller one that has 600 swipes. Is that right?
Yes, exactly. And they all come with their own little gift box, which is nice. You could split the setup and give them to friends if you want.
And one thing I want you to resist the urge to do is take your Guard Your ID and do this.
Right.
Because the only thing that you're doing here is wasting ink. Because I only need one swipe in order to camouflage what's on this paper. This is a bank statement. And sure, when you go over the same area 14 times with the swiper, you're going to cover it up. But you're also wasting a lot of ink that you don't have to. And when you're done with this, just pop it right back in. Now, we have colors choices. They all work exactly the same way. You're choosing a color because it makes you smile. So we have the set of 3 in the yellow. We also have the turquoise. We have purple. Now, on QVC.com, we have our other colors. So let's take a look at those. And we have the turquoise, the pink purple, and this is the translucent. There's turquoise. And we don't have a shot of neon green, although neon green is translucent and also available. Now, we have had a lot of these ordered. This, I think, debuted last week. Is that right, Diana?
Yeah.
So we'll ask our producer to check on that. 3,500, boy, that was quick. 3,500 have been ordered just since last week. And Diana, I've told this story before. I got home, I think it was last year at Christmas time, and we were opening gifts. And Mom said, before I opened up my last gift from her, she said, I heard you say on QVC that you use this a lot, so I got it for you. And I said, what in the world could that be? And I opened it up, and it was Guard Your ID. And I was like, you're exactly right, I do. She said, I heard you say it on QVC, and I heard you say that you use it every day, so I thought, what better thing to get you? Because Mom is a firm believer that she spends the same amount on all 3 children. And so she still had a little bit of money to spend on me, and so she bought a set of Guard Your ID for me. And I use it every single day, every single day.
It's such an easy habit to get into. It's like, why not? Like, just don't put yourself at risk by throwing anything away in the trash or recycle bin that has any personal information on it. Your name, your address, your phone number, any kind of medical or financial information. Just take those few seconds that it takes and swipe out that information and know that nobody's going to be able to get to it, because literally it just takes seconds. All you do is that one roll, and now all that information that I wouldn't want somebody to get is covered up, it's protected. You know, and it's an electronic world, but there's still an awful lot of things that we have on paper. And, you know, we may have printed a travel itinerary, or I don't know about you, if I ever pick up a prescription for anyone in my family, I feel like I'm walking away from the pharmacy with like a book, like a little booklet.
It's true. And you know what happened to me the other day, Diana? I overpaid my credit card by $1.93. I don't know how I did this, but I paid an extra $1.93. So the credit card company sent me a check for $1.93. I deposited it electronically. So once it was deposited, it was no longer transactional, but it had a lot of information on it that I didn't want anyone to take. I got up my Guard Your ID once I got my receipt from the bank, and I went ahead and covered everything up before I threw it in the recycle bucket so that it could be recycled properly. This is important. Every little bit of information can be pieced together to piece together your identity. Don't become a statistic. This is going to be the best way to make sure you're not. Only $18.98. Diana, good to see you as always.
Oh, great to see you too, David. Have a great weekend.
Nice to have you back. Now, we also want to welcome all of the people that are